Welcome to Wildflowers and Whisky from Jolene's Tea House here in Banff, Alberta, Canada. We are very honored today to have our special guest, Lorraine Widmer-Carson. Loraine is a past executive director of the Banff Community Foundation. She has written this absolutely wonderful book, The Ecology of Gratitude, Writing Your Way to What Matters. She is a promoter of Gratitude Project in Banff. Is that the right way to say
Sure.
it?
Yeah. I encourage gratitude. End of story. Anywhere.
Yeah. And we all need that encouragement.
Yeah.
And just a really active community member. I liked how you put it, a change maker, a nature lover. I think that's very apt for someone who lives here.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the invitation. Nice to be here, Jolene.
So one of my first questions for you, how long have you been here in Banff?
Oh, well, I first came to Banff in 1976. I don't know how many years ago that is, but it's quite a while. And since 1980, I've lived here permanently.
And what brought you to Banff?
Originally, it was a summer job. I was a student at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, studying biology, biological sciences. My girlfriend had been out the year before, and so we didn't have summer jobs.
So did you work for parks or?
My first job was a chambermaid at the Voyager Inn.
I love it.
And
the old boy.
The old boy. I realized I wasn't making enough money. It's kind of early August and we're supposed to pay for our tuition soon. So then my second job was Ticino Swiss Italian restaurant. I got a job as a hostess, and that's when I met my future husband.
And how has living in Banff changed your path throughout your life?
Oh, completely. It was a complete left turn at the corner. If I hadn't come to Banff, I think I would have been working in biological sciences, limnology, study of lakes, freshwater ecosystems. And there were some institutions in Burlington or in Winnipeg that would have probably been places I would have worked. But instead I fell in love with this place, and I fell in love with a person, and I fell in love with the possibility of living my values, completely aligned with hiking, skiing, nature, respect for the environment, a great small town where children could go to school. The Banff Centre is a vibrant addition to Banff. For arts, education, culture, friendships, aspirational goals, and making a living, my husband in the restaurant, which is a pretty challenging industry. Banff was a place that you could do that and still close in November and go away for a month.
How do you define success? You've worked very hard in your life. What's your definition of success?
It's elusive, and but basically I think if you can try to stay grounded in yourself and stay aligned with your values, you're doing really well. And if you can keep all your marbles in the basket, the big rocks in the jar, I call them, marbles in your head, rocks in the jar, head on your shoulders, you're doing really well.
I have all of those, rocks and marbles.
So yeah, balancing priorities and consistently reality checking, am I in alignment with what I really want to be doing? So understanding that it's a bigger purpose in life. There are more people in the world than you and me and my individual worries. But I think now it's the external pressures and the social comparison and the social media and the driver of needing to be accepted based on external criteria rather than your internal moral compass. That I think it's really challenging, and you have to keep checking in with yourself. So for me, my morning journal practice, my morning writing, it was my morning meditation for over 25 years. That's been my grounding tool. And when I was running the foundation, when I was chasing the children to get them to races and competitions and meet aspirational goals, it was constantly, okay, so I've got half an hour in the morning to get my head on straight. This might be the only half hour I get today until I get to bed at night. But that filled me up. It had to be enough. That's all there was.
Yep.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
With two little ones, that's my life.
Yeah.
Lorraine, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I have to ask you to try your tea. Since this is
thank
a new
you.
One
yes,
for
thank you.
Yeah. This morning we chose, Lorraine chose the Lavender Earl Grey. You said you're an Earl Grey fan, but she hadn't tried this one yet.
Nice.
So it's
great.
it is a nice morning tea as well. I think the hint of lavender is very refreshing. But we really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you everyone for tuning in.